about a 15-second or 10.
You're ready to go.
Well, good morning and happy Friday to everyone who is joining us today. We're honored to have two very special guests with us. We have with us Morgan County Sheriff Ron Puckett. It's good to have you with us, Sheriff.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Sheriff Puckett's been navigating both law enforcement and jail operations during this time, and we're thankful he's made time in his day to be with us. And then we have, to my left, it's Wanda, you've been with us now for about 3 months or
about
4?
6 months.
All right, well,
Yeah.
time flies.
Right.
Our new landfill director, Wanda Tyler, and Wanda's working to adapt operations for her workers over the past month, and she'll let us know the latest on recycling and what residents can do in the meantime.
Yeah.
So with that, always nice to have Kelly Halbrooks with us. Kelly, thank you for assisting us with for those with hearing impairments. So with that, whenever we reported Wednesday, I think we reported 51 cases of confirmed COVID-19 in Morgan County, and today we're proud to be able to say it's actually 50. So great job to Morgan County, Decatur Morgan County residents on really the work you're doing and adhering to the guidelines as established by Alabama Governor Ivey and the Alabama Department of Public Health. You continue with your social distancing, hygiene, everything that is called for. So I want to continue to call someone in your neighborhood, reach out to your elderly neighbors and check on them. It's important that we continue our efforts as far as our stay at home. Remember that playgrounds and public athletic courts are temporarily closed. And if you have any questions, you reach out to your city council representatives, or you can reach out to me. Our information is available on our website at DecaturAlabamaUSA.com. This weekend, I encourage you to order curbside, takeout, or delivery. Be sure that you're supporting our local businesses by purchasing gift cards. But whenever you go, do be sure that you're practicing social distancing. It's amazing, whenever I go places, I see tape on the floors. Everyone's just doing things to try to help us be mindful of the way that we need to go about our lives. So City Hall will still be open by appointment only, with the exception of our police department, which is open 24/7. I saw our garbage trucks running this morning as they continue with normal operations. And then, of course, Wanda will share with us about curbside recycling still being temporarily suspended, and then household chemical collection day that was scheduled for Saturday, May 9th has been canceled, and we hope to be able to get that reestablished in June. So with that, I'm going to turn over to Sheriff Puckett.
Well, thank you, Mayor. I appreciate the opportunity to come and talk with our citizens and explain, or at least tell you what's going on in the Sheriff's Office. Our guys on the road are, like most law enforcement, we're answering more domestic violence calls today than we have previously before. Hopefully, when this order is lifted, we'll see less domestic violence calls in our communities. We had last Friday, we had a murder that was domestic related. So hopefully we can get back to normal soon. In our jail, we're still continuing to screen all of the inmates that come into our jail prior to the booking. And as we're talking about reopening businesses and reopening our community, one of the things we're talking about in the jail is to continue doing what we're doing, because the virus is not going to go away because we reopen. So we're going to continue taking temperatures and asking screening questions of all the people that come into our jail. And hopefully we're going to be able to quarantine all of the new people that come into our jail before they go into regular population. So we're trying to prepare. I know law enforcement is ready to start doing their jobs even better once we get out of this COVID-19 pandemic. So our guys now are patrolling. They're doing what they're supposed to do and trying to keep everybody safe. But we're trying to follow all the guidelines of social distancing and keeping our community safe and our deputies safe as well. So in the jail, we're doing the same thing. We're wearing masks. Our officers are wearing masks in the jail to protect the inmates. The inmates are, we haven't had any sickness in the jail. We've had 3 employees that have been sick. They've been tested. All the tests have come back negative. Thank the Lord for that. So we've been very good at keeping the virus out of our jail and out of the sheriff's office and the employees. So we've done good at that. Again, trying to return hopefully soon to normal measures. And we're predicting that May the 4th, as long as the governor allows, that the sheriff's office and all county offices will be opening back up hopefully on May the 4th.
Okay. Well, Sheriff Puckett, thank you for your leadership, and the protocols that you have in place seem to be working quite well to be able to say zero.
Well, we've had a lot of help. You know, all the judges, Judge Cook, municipal judge here, all the municipal judges, all the circuit judges, district court judges, probation. A lot of people have helped us in reducing our jail population. That helps. We've reduced our jail population probably about 17% since this started. So that helps. We're down to 534 inmates. So that helps in our jail to keep, you know, the lower population, the less chance you have of the virus coming in the jail. And it's been a cooperative effort from everyone to try to make sure that the virus doesn't come into our jail or into the sheriff's office. So we've all worked together to make this happen.
Then on domestic violence, while we want everyone to stay at home, sometimes maybe it's better to walk away and take a deep breath and get away for a little while.
Well, and you know, here's the thing. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Real soon we'll be able to get away.
Situational, right?
Yes, yes. So just, again, be patient. Have peace. It's going to be better.
Yeah. Good. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Pleasure to be here.
All right, Miss Wanda, and I knew you'd be. We just finished your 6-month review. Goodness gracious, how did I say 3 to 4 months? Good to have you with us.
Hearing what the sheriff is saying, you know, I know the virus has affected so many industries, and the waste industry is no exception. We had to make a tough decision on March 22nd in regards to our recycling program. And it was mainly due to going back to public safety, and it really affected us when the Department of Corrections quarantined, and we used inmate labor for hand sorting. So, and that was the premise, not only the safety aspect of the recycling program and handling all of the recyclables, but also the fact we didn't have that extra labor to help us when those recyclables are delivered to our facility. Also, when you are handling those recyclables, is on a conveyor belt, and you got a team of people, the CDC guidelines in regards to distancing would have been a big challenge. So we had to make a tough decision. We did. We temporarily suspended the program, and I want to stress temporarily. We will resume the program. We will find out more today in regards what the governor's task force will tell us. So, and then we can make some more informed decisions in regards to our recycling program. But now, with your recyclables, you have a choice. I hope that you have that you keep your recyclables, and we'll collect them when we resume the program. If you have that extra storage space. If you don't, we understand, and we would like you to, if you need to, combine your recyclables with the garbage, and they'll be collected on your regular garbage day. But that is a choice that you'll have to make in regards to the recycling. We hope to resume the program as soon as possible, and like I said, we'll know more later today. Okay?
Wanda, thank you so much.
Thank
you. You've just mentioned the recycling, the landfill. You've seen a major increase as far as landfill activity?
That I have. We've seen a lot of wives are giving their husbands honey-do lists, and all those projects around the house, and yeah, we've seen a lot of cash customers lately.
Okay.
So that's increased by 25%. So, and also with garbage, everybody's at home, so residential garbage tonnage has gone up. But we're also seeing in regards to industrial, that's been steady. Commercial is a bit down, but yeah, there's a lot of projects going around.
And so the landfill is primarily dirt. And whenever we've seen a historical amount of rain,
Yes,
and so that requires a lot of preparation.
that does.
As you prepare for weather and such, so that vehicles can get in and out
Yes,
of the landfill. So-
definitely. We'll be preparing tonight for the rainfall tomorrow. So yeah, we have to, most of our customers that come out are patient with us. If you do have a two-wheel drive, we don't require you to go in certain areas. You can discard of your waste on what we call the pad, which is a lower level right there around the corner from our scale house. So, but yeah, everybody's been great and cooperative, and yes, the rain has been a challenge.
Well, thank you for the job that you're
Thank
doing,
you.
and for your team, and for joining us today. Well, so now we're going to take a few questions. Amy, do we have some questions?
We do. Good morning, everyone. Emmy Long, Public Information Liaison here. First question is for Mayor Bowling. This is coming from Dallas, from WHNT. Do you think that the economy is ready to reopen? If so, how do you plan to make that happen in the safest manner possible?
Well, you know, I think everyone would like to see our businesses open. We know that it's important that we have our economy working, but we know that it's also important that we do it at the speed of right. And so I have a lot of confidence in our governor and the counsel that she receives, as well as Dr. Scott Harris with the Alabama Department of Public Health. And so my job is to let them lead the way as our blockers, and then follow their recommendations. And so as to the plan, that will be the way that we'll do that, is we'll follow their lead. So thank you,
Absolutely.
Dallas, for the question.
And her next follow-up question is, how has the pandemic affected City of Decatur employees particularly? Have any tested positive or been laid off from their duties?
Okay, great question. And so, you know, I'm going to speak first to our public safety. So on March the 23rd, we went into a modified operational staffing order or plan as directed by our incident commander, Chief of Police Nate Allen. And it was a wise decision. But with that, public safety, that's essential, public safety and sanitation. And so the protocols that are in place in both of those departments, we've had 0 that have tested positive, and we're very thankful for that and for the attention and everything that's in place. So as for city employees, as you know, they return to work. All employees return back to City Hall and through other remote spots in the city Wednesday, and everyone is practicing social distancing. We're wearing face masks only as recommended, not mandated, doing our best to keep things clean as far as surfaces. And the only layoffs, there's been no layoffs with the exception of some maybe what we would have as far as contract labor. So, and we expect them to come back as soon as well. Thank you, Dallas.
And here's our last question of the morning, also from Dallas. People in your community have lost work. In the event that things start to open back up slowly, what kind of jobs are going to need new employees the most?
Well, that's a kind of a tough question for me to answer. I would expect that the employers are going to call back those that have that they displaced temporarily. They'll give everyone an opportunity to come back. We have really good people here in our community, but we also know that we have a need for 50,000 new jobs over the next 3 years. And so with that, there's a lot of hiring that is taking place and opportunities. This Decatur, we're in just a wonderful economy. Even though it doesn't seem like it right now, again, going back to what the sheriff said about the situation, this is a situation, but there's light at the end of the tunnel, so there's better days ahead.
Yeah.
So just keep your eyes on the future. Thank you, Dallas. And thank you for joining us today. We will return Monday, April the 27th at 10 o'clock for another update. Have a good day. Nice weekend.